Hello to everyone. Welcome to this webinar, sponsored by the Asia Pacific Association of Educators Training Institute. To start with, I am Mary Ann Egwa Hangdaan, Teacher 3 and currently assigned as Grade 2 Advisor at Dine Elementary School, Cebu West District, Division of Nueva Vizcaya. I am encouraging everyone to listen to these feedbacks on the implementation of the SLMs in the rural areas in particular. Whether they are the headmasters, doctor of education, directors, principals, and teachers, we are all leaders. We are the frontliners in the field of education. And we are not excused on this COVID-19 global pandemic. To start with, I would like to express my warm thanks to Madam Laura del Arsulio, my school head, who encouraged me to join in this free webinar and became member of this association, together with Madam Rachel Bernabe, the CEO, and of course, especially to God, who had given me the great opportunity to become part of this apayati, to discuss with you the informations gathered from learners, parents, teachers, aside from the social media and other source of informations which I heard, listened, and watched despite of the ongoing global pandemic regarding our modular instruction in today's time called New Normal. This pandemic has caused and brought to us different problems, not only in the country, but in the whole world, ranging from our day-to-day life up to the pursuit of every economic of every country. Our focus are on the feedbacks of this pandemic to the educational policies. Let us then start to the concerns of the learners. 1. Bulk of modules or many set of modules. Children in today's time are different. Considering their short attention span, they are playful and get easily distracted. Their learning interest is short. They actually depend on the guidance and assistance of their parents. According to some parents whom I interviewed, their children show different reactions as they see the bulk of modules. Some are eager to answer, some are afraid to get their modules, and some are not interested to answer their modules anymore. At this point, advise the parents not to give all the modules at the same time. Give them what is supposed to be done for that week only. Then another set of modules the following week, and so on, to avoid the loss of interest of the children. On that way, children learn at their own pace, developing the importance of time management. There is time to play and there is time to learn. 2. Lack of vocabulary. Many of the children are lack of vocabulary, especially in English and MTB, or what we call the mother tongue base. The instructions are hard to understand, especially if their mother tongue at home is not the same to the mother tongue used in the instruction. Because of this, teachers are advised to provide the parents with the basic sight words and advise them to buy dictionaries in whatever language they are using at home. Another one is give additional reading materials or lend them books to read. By doing this, children learn to become independent later. 3. Modules itself. Some have unclear drawings, unclear copies which cannot be read, wrong key answers, and not colored. How could this be when those who prepared are doctors of education? We have to accept that humans do commit errors, especially when they are in a hurry. Before the opening of classes, which was supposed to be August 24, 2020, the Department of Education claims that we are ready. The truth is, we at the ground level are not ready. Good, it was moved to October 5. But still the soft copies arrived last September. Thanks to these feedbacks, we can manage to correct before printing. When we are in doubt about the modules, consult the concerned heads before making the necessary changes. See to it that copies are clear. For those unsuited modules like what happened in Pampanga, that a learner who is a Tagalog received a modules in Kapampangan. So what to do? Exchange the Kapampangan modules to the language spoken at home, not the parents to learn the Kapampangan to teach his or her child. In an interview with the Department of Education Secretary by Winnie Monsod, aired last October 12, 2020 at 10 p.m. in the GMA channel Newsmakers program, the Secretary of Education Leonor M. Briones accepted that there are indeed erroneous modules. According to her, those modules are from some of the private schools, but these wrong modules are already retrieved and were corrected. So, no problem. 4. Non-independent learners with illiterate parents and no literate member in the family. According to the research of the St. Louis University Baguio last 2019, 47% of the pupils belong to the poor families. Most of them are in the rural areas. To solve this concern, teachers and parents help one another. Teachers need to give more attention to these learners. Home visitation is necessary for remediation and assistance, especially to the kinder to grade 3 pupils. Good foundation of education must be given to them. Example, the correct pronunciation and name of letters. If not, parents might give wrong knowledge or wrong concept to their children. And when the face-to-face modality of learning comes, it is hard to correct. By doing this, both parents and learners gain knowledge. Parents will have a good relationship to their children, and the children develop love and interest to answer the modules. Let us now proceed to the concerns of parents. 1. Hard to discipline their children. Some children do not listen to their parents. Why? Sometimes because we do not have enough time to them before. As a result, their affection lessens. It can be they learn from playmates. They are not interested or the way we deal with them. They might need to be flattered sometimes by saying very good boy or good girl. If not, parents maybe are always busy that they forget the responsibilities to their children. To cope with this, show affection to your children, not only on material things, show moral supports, psychologically and spiritually. Try your best to appreciate the good deeds of the children and attend meetings related to this situation. 2. Lack of time to teach their children. To the poor ones, they need to work for food. They need to look something for everyday living. For the well-to-do families, they have business to attend. So what should we do? Parents do as their duties as parents. Well-to-do families can hire tutors, but for the not rich parents, they can ask the support from the community if no literate in any member of the family. They can also ask help of the neighbors or the classmate of their children, considering that it would not bring burden to the neighbor or to the classmate of their children. Three, slow internet connection. Some parents need to research or search from the internet the lessons of their children, but we cannot do anything. We have to accept the fact that internet connection in our country is one of those having lowest speed in Asia. How can we deal with it as teachers? Again, home visit and give additional reading materials to the learners. What are the advantages in the part of the parents? 1. They are forced to review what they have learned long time ago. They have to upgrade themselves too. Their family bonding becomes stronger, and parents need no worry for the safety of their children because they are at home. The good effects to the learners are they don't walk in a long distance to school to avoid accidents. They learn to be independent and develop the feeling that education is really important, despite of the COVID-19, so learning must not stop. 4. Lack of knowledge in the part of the parents. Some parents cannot read or even write, or others say, no read, no write. But some also can read and write, but lack of knowledge about the instructions or the directions written in the modules. They even not understand the meaning of the very highfalutin words written in Iloco or other mother tongue base, like marisan, patugutan, sukog, and so on. So how could they teach and assist their children? Maybe that's the time that gadgets being used. Text or call the teacher. If the teacher cannot reach you, you can also ask to the knowledgeable one in the community. The parents or classmate of your child, children in the higher grade. By doing this, parents and teachers or even the learners learn. It will add the knowledge or vocabulary of the parents. 5. Distance to school. In this COVID-19 global pandemic, distance learning modality is necessary in the rural areas having no internet connection and low signals. In connection to this, children are not allowed to bring their modules to the drop centers except their parents. But sometimes, parents are lazy to bring the answer sheets or the answered modules to the drop centers, especially when they are tired from work and need to walk long distance and transportation is not available. As a result, the submission delayed. To the others, they can hand carry to whoever go to the drop centers as scheduled. They can give the answer sheets the following day. They can give during consultation day, and at the same time, they can talk to the teachers. By doing this, parents exercise their duties and responsibilities as parents. Parents contact lesser to other parents to avoid infection of COVID-19. If learners and parents have such concerns, teachers also have. 1. Funding of the reproduction of modules. For us in our school, we spent almost 70,000 for the photocopying for the first quarter, SLMs for our pupils from kinder to grade 6. Where did we get the money? It is from our MOOE and BLCP budget. But it's not enough, so we have to borrow money from other people. How about the next quarter? How about those big schools with more than 1,000 enrollees? Can you imagine the amount spent for the reproduction of these modules for the whole school year? Now, what can we do? We cannot just sit down and wait for the help. We have to do something. The national government has many problems for their own. The Department of Education has many problems too. So we have to tap the help from the civic-minded people in the community. That is where the resourcefulness of the teacher comes in. Unless your community is populated with rich and civic-minded people, you have no problem. If not, whatever lacking in your solicitation will surely come from the pocket. You have to augment whatever is the lacking. Teachers are not rich, but not so poor also. Sacrifice his money for the reproduction of the modules of his or her pupils. If every teacher contributes help, this will become a small problem. We can also ask the help in our dear parents, the BLGUs, because they are our partners. Two, transportation and distribution of modules. There are schools in the far-flung barangays wherein you have to cross rivers and transportation is not possible, especially this rainy season. To solve, ask the help of the barangay officials or people in the community who have dump trucks to help you transport the modules along the flooded rivers and muddy roads. Ask them with a smile in your own face, because a happy face sometimes is hard to deny. Be it in kapamilya or kapuso. We have seen the bayanihan spirit in the early months of this pandemic, and it is overwhelming how people reach out to those in need. Another way is tap the equipments of the municipality. Even the local policemen will help if you talk with the commanding officer. But mind you, be careful in doing so. If your place is infested with leftists or else, it might cause the early demise of those policemen. Like what had happened in Batasara, Palawan last October 5, 2020. Teachers rode and backhoes over flooded rivers, carrying their modules. We have to accept the fact that that is our work. We promised that before during the pledge of Imatis. Next, signals and internet connection. In the part of the teachers, signals and internet connection is very important. It is the easiest way to submit reports, enroll pupils like LESF, LIS, and others. It is also very easiest way to monitor learners by texting and calling parents, having cell phones and can access signals. But we cannot do anything. We have to accept the fact and reality that not all part of the Philippines or not all part of the country can access. In some places where internet, TM, smart or globe signals are available, teachers easily get informations. They easily upgraded and level up as well. So what to do? Benchmark, enroll yourself to the graduate school to refresh. Give time to yourself. Attend seminars and workshops related to professional growth. In the positive side, teachers will be upgraded and become competitive one. 3. Stress and mental health of the teachers caused by overloaded responsibilities. Printing, assorting, packaging, distribution, and retrieval of modules. Less time for the family. We cannot deny that stress is like a cancer cell. If not treated, it will kill. So to cope with this stress, think positively. Indulge yourself in laughing situations or jokes because laughter is the best medicine. Pray to the Lord. Lay your problem, lay your burden upon Him, and He will give you rest. While these are some of the notable concerns of everybody, there are some good effects. 1. Less contact to people lessen the possibility of infection with COVID-19 virus. 2. Teachers compelled to have additional skills in the use of technology. 3. Pupils, parents, and teachers grow and level up. 4. Children learn to become independent. And parents develop responsible parenthood. Thank you for listening and watching.